Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 1-100 Master Grade Gundam Age 2 Darkhound from the 3rd generation of Gundam Age. This is its Strider mode, and it's a hell of a lot longer than it was, basically because of this really long javelin that it has as the nose cone. And it does look pretty different with the color scheme and the side pieces there and that nose cone. It definitely looks different compared to the Age 2 normal. And it still has the knees as landing gear. And you can use the bottom piece of the beam rifle there. And it also has the same connections with the hands. I don't know why, but on this one, more so than the other, the Age 2 normal, the legs at the hips where they connect are really bad, and they do not want to stay together at all. there's actually little pegs right here that will connect to the side skirt, but they're not good enough. They don't hold the weight of the leg. And these with the hands like to fall out all the time. I don't even have the fake fingers in there because it's just a big pain. Everything is falling apart. I do not like this mode in either form. I like the way it looks when it's like stable, but you can't move it. You just have to sit there and just leave it alone. So let's get to transforming it. So I'm gonna unpeg the nose cone and unpeg the hands from the little connectors on the legs. And, well, I'm gonna have to, yeah, see, there we go. Just like I said. So let's remedy that and just get this thing connected in the waist, so I don't have to deal with this anymore. So just like the original, it works the same way, just have to bring it in. And it doesn't want it for some reason. And then snap the crotch in, collapse the knees, or have them come out all together, that works too. Ah! Alrighty then. Everything's coming apart. So, straighten the legs out. Well, pull this piece back so we can get rid of this. Hide it. And try to straighten the leg up. Alright. And do the same thing here. The legs really are, I think, the hardest part of this thing, just because there's so many joints. Okay, so that is done. Now just bring the side skirts down. I do have better luck with the getting the torso down than the other one, and I like this little headpiece. Flips down, and just flip up, and push the whole thing down. Once again, like I said, it's easier. On the normal, it's really, really tight for some reason in there, and I have to, like, really force it to get it up and down. And then, just... What the heck was that? Oh, what the hell, man? Anyways, let's get this thing transformed before anything else falls off. I do like this little bit where you can push this part in, the little black piece. I don't even know if I realized that on the normal Master Ray. And just need to find some fingers for it. Oh, wait. And something else fell off. Alright. And now I see what it was. Alright, and that... What Oh my god. That is the Age 2 Darkhound in mobile suit mode. That is way too much of a cumbersome transformation, I gotta say. Not a fan. But can't argue with the results. I love how this thing looks. And definitely, in my eyes, an improvement over the original. In terms of the colors and the design. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it does have the opening I can probably do it here. Yeah, it's so easy. But it does have the opening cockpit piece when it's in strider mode. So you can see adult Asuna. So yeah, and it has those pieces that can flip up so we can easily get out, I guess, in mobile suit mode. And you do have a sheet of peel-off stickers. Now, the cool thing about this model, remember how I kept complaining on how the Blitz was like the only Gap Machine Masquerade to have colored pieces? Well, this one, I know it's not for seed, but this one, they didn't just give you one tree of clear colored. You get two. Because you got the clear yellow for the eyes and the sensors, and then you got the green for the patch, the eye patch. And I guess instead of trying to make it one little piece for one, they just said, we'll duplicate it. So you can interchange. You can have green eyes and green sensors with a yellow eye patch, or green and green, yellow, yellow. I just went for the norm. And it is right here. I did use the eye stickers because they're a little easier to see with the black outline. And there's the eye patch. It is clear. What you have to do is pull off this piece so you can actually access it. And if you want, you can have it on the other side. You don't have to. Or you can have neither. But I do like the eye patch. Because how many Gundams have eye patches, really? It's not the easiest thing to get at, but I do appreciate it. And once again, they use the same kind of silver plastic for all those parts. Even though I think it's supposed to be white in the shell, but I don't know, whatever. And you also have the little rub transfer sheet of decals with crossbones. Very nice. And some peel-off ones with more crossbones. And then you get these little ones, which are... I'm trying to remember what they're for, and I can't. But anyways, yeah, they're little silver ones. So quite a few little decals and stickers on this guy. Now let's just see. He is pretty stable in mobile suit mode, just like the H1 normal. There's nothing that really is loose on him except for these knees. I still don't like these knees because it's extra hinge. It feels like it snaps, but it doesn't lock. So he'll stay together, but he sometimes likes to fall forwards. I was hoping it'd be a little stiffer in this version, but no. But aside from that, I really, really like this model. And now, articulation is basically the same. It is like a new head sculpt compared to the H1 normal, but it'll still go up and down, forwards and back, rotate. Well, you can get all the way around, just gotta be careful. It is really close to the collar with this helmet piece. The arms, you can peg them into the torso to lock them. If I had the camera up, that would help a hell of a lot. But you can unpeg it, so you can get it in and out, up and down, and then forwards and backwards at the actual hinge, and rotate. These new pieces are interesting, because they're all ball joints, but they also have an inner piece right here, see? Now that's really cool. Just, you can kind of fill in that little gap when you open it up. I thought that was interesting. And you can get them out to the side, so that the arms can still go out. And they'll still rotate. And that piece falls off. And double jointed elbow. And you still have that extra hinge in the wrist. And then the ball joint at the base of the hand, and the ball joint at the actual hand itself, and then the ball jointed thumb with a hinge. And the same interchangeable fingers as all the other newer kits have. And you still got the little bit of give with the stomach because of the transformation, a ball jointed waist, ball jointed front skirts, a double hinge is a ball joint and then a hinge for the side skirt. You got the hinge for the back skirt, a little ball joint for the beam saber handles. The legs will go forwards and a little back and out, and rotate at the hip. Double jointed knee, although you have to move the kneecap. It doesn't stay with it. Kind of weird looking. Whoa, what the heck was that? Oh. And then you got the foot guard, which can move, and so can this little piece here. And the foot can go rotating and forwards and back, side to side, and the toes can go up and down. So it's pretty much as articulate, except for these parts are more articulate than the side pieces on the Age 1 normal. Which I do like, because especially that little extra piece in the center fills it out if you want to have it in a dynamic pose. So articulation, really good. Now, it doesn't have a normal shield. They actually call these the shields, but if you remember the anime, he did use these as the shields sometimes. This weapon, the hook weapon, which I do find these are really loose. They really come out easily. You might want to either glue them or put some super glue here to thicken them up. And I do like how this works. This handle actually comes down now, and so he'll be able to hold it. And it does have the hole, so it'll peg into the hand. So that's pretty cool. You can use them both in there. And just flip the handle back up and just slide it in there to store it. And it also has the beam saber handles that can be accessed in the back here. And you do get the 2 long and 2 short beam effect parts. And I almost forgot, but I just saw them right here. You do get 2 wires for the hooks. So you can use both of them at the same time without having to cut one in half. There's a hole inside the hole. It's a smaller one. It's really hard you can kind of see it. It's really hard to get to. It'll take a little bit of fiddling. So you can, it's kind of hard. But it is there. And of course, its main accessory, I guess is the beam lance or javelin? Lance, I guess, beam lance. I think I call it a javelin. It's got some clear yellow pieces, which I didn't use any stickers because it's clear yellow. And you can extend this part. And it does have the handle which can come out, and then this part will extend. Well, it usually extends, but I can't get a good grip on it. Ah, come on, there. Well, this part comes out. And goes out a little bit. But anyways, I don't have the open hand on this one, but I'll use this hand. And just like with the normal, you can feed this into the hand, and then for a little extra security, you can peg this piece into the bottom of his arm. Well, I'm not going to fight with it, but it does work. You just have to fiddle. So you can have lines. And this thing is super long. Gonna take up some good space on a shelf. Unless you have it at the very front. And then you can, have it dangling off the edge. So those are the accessories. Pretty good amount of stuff. I've always liked these hooks now. And the javelin's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got just the right amount of accessories. Now, of course, the comparison I have to do with the Darkhound is the Age 2 normal. And I like the Darkhound so much better. It's a departure from the normal Gundam aesthetic and design, and it just looks cool, because it's a pirate. Come on. So yeah, I definitely recommend this model. If you want to get one of these, for one version of the Master Grade H2, I'd say get the Darkhound. It's badass. It really is. It does have some issues like the original with the knees, and the starter mode is annoying, but I still really like it. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.